Council was established on 21st November 2018 at JIMS VK. Since inception of IIC by the Innovation Cell, as per the norms and directives of Ministry of Education, then Ministry of Human Resource Development (MHRD), it is established to engage large number of faculty, students, and staff in various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities such as hackathons, leadership talks, ideations, workshops, seminars in IPR, entrepreneurship, and other competitive events to enhance the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem in the institute. In the Innovation Cell of JIMS VK, 11 faculty members have completed the Ambassador Training Program conducted by the Innovation Cell. 20th February is celebrated as National Science Day (NSD) in India. NSD is celebrated to commemorate discovery of the Raman effect, which led to Sir C.V. Raman winning the Nobel Prize. In 1986, the National Council for Science and Technology Communication (NCSTC) asked the Government of India to designate 28th February as the National Science Day, which then Government of India accepted and declared the day as National Science Day in 1986. The first National Science Day was celebrated on February 28, 1987. Raman effect is a phenomenon in spectroscopy discovered by eminent physicist Sir C.V. Raman in 1928. After 2 years, in 1930, he got Nobel Prize for this remarkable discovery, and this was the first Nobel Prize for India in the field of science while working in the laboratory of the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Kolkata. Raman effect is a change in the wavelength of light that occurs when a light beam is deflected by molecules. When a beam of light traverses a dust-free transparent sample of a chemical compound, a small fraction of the light emerges in directions other than that of the incoming beam. Most of this scattered light is of unchanged wavelength. A small part, however, has wavelengths different from that of incident light. Its presence is a result of the Raman effect. Once again, I would like to welcome you all to the Elocution Competition. We welcome Mrs. Sayogita Chaudhary, our judge for today. She has teaching experience of 13 years and she is with JIMS for over a decade as an assistant professor and station director of community radio JIMS. She also has 5 years of experience in the industry. Sayogita ma'am specializes in TV production, still photography and radio. Thank you ma'am for sparing time and being here. The participants will be judged on the basis of creativity, quality of layout, presentation skills, execution and in-depth research. Let's get this competition rolling. There are basic rules to be followed. The topic of the competition is the contribution of Indian scientists. Every speech is to be supported with a PPT of 10 to 15 slides. Duration of your presentation must not exceed 8 to 10 minutes. Only individual participation is allowed. I would like to the first participant of the day is Krish Aneja from DCA 4th morning.
the person used to create fire by using rocks, by rubbing rocks. But today the same work can be done with the help of matchsticks and lighters. So it's possible to do it today also, but it requires a lot of hard work. And today's generation is not that much capable to do that much hard work. So it's an easy way which was discovered by the scientists. We have many kinds of implementations and machines available now, and we desire to get still more modernized implements. This is because science has progressed a lot in past few years. Scientists also play a very important role in this comfortable life. This was the Dark Age. There were scientists in a country and in Greece before 500 BC, but the principle and fact told and put forth by them was not believed because of the superstition and ignorance of the people. This happens today also, but it is not as prominent as it was before. The people before, some of the other people had superstition at that time, but now it has not become that much prominent. This is because the scientists are the ones who have come forward boldly faced these superstitions. Some Indian scientists and their contribution. Science and technology have always been an important part of India. Science and technology sector have always been the fastest growing sector in India. It is presently ranked the third in the world and most interactive investment destination for technological transactions, implying that India's scientific areas have advanced significantly. India has risen to the top of scientific research rankings in the 21st century. To bring India at its top position, the scientists have worked very hard. Let's look at some of the scientists who have given their best to contribute in India's science and technology. Dr. C.V. Raman. Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman, commonly known as C.V. Raman, was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930 for his revolutionary work on light scattering. Light scattering, as we have already learnt in science in 10th class, it's nothing but the concept of dispersion of light. He was born in Tiruchirappalli on November 7, 1888 and was first Asian and non-white beneficiary of the Nobel Prize in the science field. Dr. Raman has also studied the acoustics of musical instruments and also was the foremost who investigated the harmonic expression of tabla, mridangam, drum sub. Mridangam is nothing but the percussion instrument like tabla. Dr. Satyendranath Bose or S.N. Bose. He was born on 1st January 1894 in Calcutta and got popular as the Indian mathematician and physicist who specialized in quantum mechanics. Celebrated for his research and role in the Boson's particle class, he is well known for his contribution to the subject. Dr. Venkatraman Radhakrishnan, born in Chennai suburb on May 18, 1929, Venkatraman Radhakrishnan was known for being a member of Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences. His contribution was accounted for world-renowned radio astronomer. Radio is not used now that much, but previously it was a very good source of entertainment. Next up is Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose or J.C. Bose. He was an Indian plant physiologist and scientist, physicist known for his crescograph. Crescograph is a device which was used to calculate or evaluate the emotions or the response of the plants to the stimuli. He invented this device which he used to evaluate plant response to multiple stimuli and proposed that plants may feel pain, understand affection, etc. He was born on November 13, 1858 in Bikrampur, West Bengal. Last but not the least, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was a well-known Indian scientist born on October 15, 1931. During his tenure, he worked for the Defense Research and Development Organization or DRDO. DRDO is an organization which works for the betterment or technological improvements of the military. And he also worked in Indian Space Research Organization as an aerospace engineer. He had major contributions in the field of science and technology. Conclusion. Man observed many things in nature, in the Stone Age itself. Some people conducted experiments with weird results for the superstitions stood as obstacles. It took some time to overcome them. people came to a decision that scientific discoveries could solve the problem. Scientists were the ones who came forward boldly and faced the superstition of the people, and from them, because of them only, the science has advanced this much and will advance in future also. These are the references from which I have taken the data. Thank you.
Our second participant for the day is BCA 4th M.
A very warm good morning to respected teachers and all the peers present here. I, Akshita Kadian from BCA 4th Morning, is going to throw some light on the contribution of Indian science. As the Albert Einstein said, we owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made. So we should be proud to be an Indian and to get this statement as a proud feeling. Let's see what we are going to look over. We will look the introduction and the major contributions of our great personalities, that is APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. C.V. Raman, Satyendra Bose, and Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha, and not least, last and least, Dr. Satish Dhawan. And we will end up by a conclusion. So, from the past 7 decades, India has grown up in the science field and gives so many major innovations and inventions to India and to the world as well, like built satellites, sent probes to the moon and Mars, established nuclear power stations, and many other achievements. And therefore, we dedicated a day specifically for the science only, that is 28th of February. India celebrates National Science Day to recognize the discovery of the Raman effect, one of the physics' most important principles. Let's see the major contributions. We all know about APJ Abdul Kalam. How many of you know about APJ Abdul Kalam? Please, anybody? No one knows about APJ Abdul Kalam, seriously? So, yeah, he was a great scientist and engineer who contributed significantly in the Indian space and missile programs. And also, first indigenous satellite launch vehicle, that is also known as SLV-3, and that played a key role in the missile technology. And being a leader, he also set India's position in the nuclear power. A very major personality. We all know about him. C.V. Raman. Dr. C.V. Raman, who won the Nobel Prize in 1930 for his invention of scattering of light, and also he also invented spectroscopy. So therefore, C.V. Raman has so many contributions in the Indian science. Let's see about Satyendra Bose. Satyendra Bose was an Indian physicist who made the significant contributions to the field of quantum physics. Quantum physics, a very large field of study. Quantum physics it itself contains a very so much information. And also, he also collaborated with the Albert Einstein on the concept of post-Einstein concentrate, a state of matter that occurs at extremely low temperatures. Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha. Okay, so have you heard about Bhabha Atomic Research Center? Like, it is very popular, and it was named on behalf of Dr. Homi Jahangir Bhabha. Basically, he was an eminent Indian scientist who made significant contributions to the field of nuclear physics and atomic energy. And therefore, Bhabha Atomic Research Center was developed. He played a crucial role in the India's nuclear policy. And also, India's first nuclear reactor was also developed by him, that is also known as Apsara. Contribution of Dr. Satish Dhawan. Dr. Satish Dhawan played a pivotal role in the development of Indian Research Organization and also served as a chairman from 1972 to 1984. Basically, we all know about ISRO, NASA. ISRO was the one that was developed under his leadership. ISRO stands for Indian Space Research Organization, and it is basically a field of space technology and satellite programs under which development of several other satellites like Rohini, Apple, and also Aryabhatta. That was the first Indian satellite that was developed, that was launched, Aryabhatta, in 1975. So, we all see after independence and till this modern era, science has developed and we grew a lot in the science field. And that was the contribution of these major scientists and these great personalities who bring up innovation and creative ideas to develop in the science technology. And also, they contributed in the diverse fields like mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, medicine, and other areas as well. And their contribution will also inspire the future generation to develop more, to innovate more, and to create more and more innovations to bring world at a higher level. So thank you so much. Thank you all for listening me so attentively. Thank you all.
On the contributions of Indian science. Context. So we will be talking about the great scientists of India, that will be APJ Abdul Kalam, Satyendra Bose, Meghnad Saha, Praful Chandra Ray, Salim Ali, and C.V. Raman. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, born in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu on 15th of October 1931, Abul Fakir Janaluddin Abdul Kalam was one of the famous scientists of India. He served as the Indian president between 2002 to 2007. He served as a career in aerospace engineering in the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, where he designed helicopters for the Indian Army. Later, he was transferred to the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, in 1969, where he was project director of the SLV-3, that is the satellite launching vehicle, and which was successful in deploying the satellite Rohini in the near Earth orbit in 1908. Under the leadership, India saw rapid development in the missile production and nuclear weapon programs. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, also popularly known as the Missile Man of India, died on 27th of July 2003. Satyendra Nath Bose. Satyendra Nath Bose was an Indian scientist, physicist, and mathematician. He was born on 1st of January 1894 in Calcutta, now known as Kolkata, West Bengal. He He was a fellow of the Royal Society in London and was also awarded Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian award in India, by the government of India in 1954. Visva Pariche, the only book of Rabindranath Tagore on science, was dedicated to him in 1937. The eminent physicist Paul Dirac named as the class of particles that was followed by Bose-Einstein statistics. So, most of us don't know it, but Bose and Einstein together proposed a paper which was popularly known as Bose-Einstein statistics at Boston after the name of the eminent scientist. So, Rabindranath Bose died on 4th of February 1974. Meghnad Saha, one of the most famous scientists of India, astrophysicist Meghnad Saha was born on 6th of October 1893 in Saradori, a village near Dhaka, present-day Bangladesh, which was then the part of Bengal Presidency. He developed Saha ionization equation, which is one of the basic rules of interpreting the physical and chemical conditions in stars. He also invented an instrument for measuring the pressure and weight of the solar rays, known as the chief architect of river planning. The original plan of Damodar Valley project was prepared by him. Damodar Valley project is a popular project that is used to convert hydro energy into electricity. An eminent scientist was the founder and editor of the Journal Science and Culture in 1943. The Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics in Kolkata was founded by his name. He died on 16th of February 1959 in India. Prafulla Chandra Ray, regarded as the father of chemical science in India, Prafulla Chandra Ray was born in 2nd August 1861 in Ragulik Katipara village in the Jaisur district, then known as the Bengal Presidency of the British India, present-day Bangladesh. He was the founder of the first pharmaceutical company, Bengal Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals, established in 1901 in Kolkata. The eminent Bengali was author of the book A History of Hindu Chemistry for the Early Times of the Middle 16th Century. For his work, he was honored with the first ever chemical landmark laid outside Europe by the Royal Society of Chemists. Prafulla Chandra Ray died on 16th of June 1944. Salim Ali, popularly known as the Birdman of India, Salim Wazuddin Abdul Ali was born on 12th of November 1896 in Bombay, Maharashtra. A naturalist and ornithologist, Salim Ali was the first Indian who conducted systematic surveys on birds across India. He played an important role in the establishment of the famous bird sanctuary, and along with the contributions of development of Bombay Natural History Society, which made him one of the most profound Indian scientists. His contributions in the Indian government awarded him with the Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan in 1958 and 1976 respectively. He wrote the 10-volume handbook of the bird of India and Pakistan in association with the American ornithologist Sidney Bino. Salim Ali died on 20th of June 1987. C.V. Raman, also known as Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, was an eminent Indian physicist who has immense contribution in the field of night sky. He was born on 7th November 1888 in Trichy, Tamil Nadu, and the best known for the discovery of the phenomena of scattering of light. This phenomena is also known as the Raman effect. He was awarded the Nobel Prize of Physics for his work in 1930, making him the first Indian or Asian to ever receive prize in a branch of science. He was honored with the highest civilian award by the government of India, the Bharat Ratna, in 1954. C.V. Raman died on 21st November 1970. Thank you.
my name is Sanjay Somani. Today we are going to discuss about Indian scientists. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hi. Hi. So today we are going to discuss Indian scientists and their impacts on all over the world. So the scientist I have chosen today is Vikram Sarabhai, the man who gave India a new life. So he was born on 1919 in Gujarat. He was not the stories we are used to listen, like he was not poor. He came from a very well-off background. He had all the resources to complete his studies and do research. Although he had all the resources, but what we need to learn is that even if we have resources, we need to utilize them properly. If we have opportunities, we need to use them properly. So, early life, he was educated at Gujarat College and then he moved to University of Cambridge, where he earned a PhD in cosmic ray physics, which was his favorite subject, by the way. His early interest in science was developed by his family, who were involved in a wide range of scientific and industrial pursuits. His father was a very, very successful industrialist. They had huge industries based off in Gujarat. After completing his studies in England, obviously he came back to India and established a physical research laboratory in Ahmedabad in 1947. The laboratory was set up to study cosmic rays and other natural phenomena. Sarabhai was also involved in other scientific organizations, including the Indian National Committee for Space Research, which was established in 1962 to oversee India's space program. I guess most of you might have not heard about this. It is quite redundant for us, but we'll learn about this more in the next slides. So he, as I said, cosmic ray research was his favorite subject. So he conducted research on cosmic rays, a type of high energy radiation that originates in outer space. Studying cosmic rays also helps us to develop technologies that can help us travel through the space, travel more into the space and find habitable planets as we are killing our Earth. So, in 1960s, when everyone was thinking about poverty and everyone was confused that what is going on in the country, Sarabhai was thinking about the potential of satellite communication, that how satellites can be the future of India. So, I don't know, but he might have had a plan like GPS. It might have won us wars, like the war in 1999. Next. Now we come to ISRO. So, the topic for today was Indian scientists and the impact they have created on the world, but most of us missed that, the impact they have created on the world part. So ISRO has created an immense impact on the world, be it Chandrayaan mission, be it the Mars mission. The Mars mission was one of the most successful missions on the Earth because an underdeveloped nation launched a satellite to the Mars on its first attempt with a budget less than the movie Gravity itself. So that's quite commendable. And who did this? It was obviously ISRO, which was established by Vikram Sarabhai. And to be honest, ISRO has never had those huge budgets which NASA or SpaceX has right now. So they've always worked with full efficiency, like they've always utilized the budgets allocated to them in the most optimum way possible. So speaking of ISRO, it was started, the first rocket was carried in a bullock cart, like many of us have seen, would have seen that picture. The first rocket was launched from a backyard of a church based in Kerala. So that is quite commendable, that how an organization he set up has grown this much that they are launching missions to the Mars directly. So it was his dream to launch an Indian-made satellite, which was named Aryabhat. As we might know, Aryabhat was an Indian mathematician and he was great in his stuff. So, but the sad part is that it was launched post University of Vikram Sarabhai. He died in 1971 and the satellite was launched in 1975. He was also involved in Rohini, which was the first satellite to be launched through an indigenous launch vehicle. Like, we made the satellite, we made the vehicle, and then we put it up there in the space. Next. Awards and recognitions. So obviously, if you do so much of works, you might have many patents on your name, you might be recognized all over the world. So Sarabhai received numerous awards and recognitions for his contributions to science and technology that signifies that how big of an impact he had on the world and his discoveries had on the world. He got Padma Vibhushan, he got Padma Bhushan, UNESCO Kalika Prize. He was also elected as a fellow of the Royal Society of London and the International Academy of Astronautics. So you might have expected that I have a great, big conclusion. But there are no conclusions to the legacies. So I can't conclude Vikram Sarabhai in a paragraph or something like that, because his scientific discoveries were great. We can't, in those times of like, we were just passed off with the independence movement, there was a mass onslaught, and still he managed to focus on the core issues, and still he managed to develop organizations like ISRO, IIMs and whatnot. Thank you so much.
Can you please keep your phone inside your bag? Are you allowed to use phone? No? Okay. Acha, all the presentations were really good. I mean, thorough research, presentation skills were also good, but there are few problems with the presentation. We all have presentation class in each semester. So, in which we talk about the background color, because I was seeing that everybody is having difficulty in reading the presentation. That was because of the font size and the background color. The font size was too small, and there was so much of text in your presentations. I've seen in the most of the PPTs, बहुत सारा text था. The PPTs were full of text. Usually presentation का purpose होता है to get the attention of the audience, और बाकी चीज़ें आपने बतानी होती हैं. या अगर आपको सारा पार्ट रखना भी चाहते हो तो आपको सिर्फ पढ़ के नहीं बोलना है. You have to be interactive. आपको अपने audiences के साथ eye contact तो एटलीस्ट होना चाहिए. पता चले ये नहीं है कि आप पूरा टाइम पेपर में आपके पास कॉपी है प्रेजेंटेशन की एंड आप वो देख के बोले जा रहे हो. सो वो आप नेक्स्ट टाइम से ध्यान रखेंगे, क्योंकि जब आप प्रेजेंट करते हो तो आपका आई कांटेक्ट आपके ऑडियंसेस के साथ होना चाहिए. आपको पता होना चाहिए दैट ईच वन ऑफ देम व्हाटएवर दे आर डूइंग, किसका ध्यान है किसका नहीं है. सो वो इम्पॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि तभी आप उनको बुक कर पाओगे, अदरवाइज इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. एंड एक दो चीज़ें और थी जो उसमें थी प्रेजेंटेशंस में. मैक्सिमम लोग सिर्फ रीड कर रहे थे, उसके बाद जो बैकग्राउंड कलर था और फ़ॉन्ट साइज़ था, कई बार आप खुद ही उसको नहीं देख पा रहे थे. एक तो फ़ॉन्ट साइज़ बहुत छोटा था, बैकग्राउंड कलर बहुत डार्क था, तो उस केस में प्रॉब्लम होती है. देन बहुत डिफ़िकल्टी हो रही थी. तो एक चीज़ और आप करेंगे जब भी आप किसी भी कंपटीशन में पार्ट लें, क्योंकि तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपको आपके कंटेंट के बारे में पता ही नहीं है. ऐसे लग रहा था कि आप लोग खुद वो कंटेंट पहली बार पढ़ रहे हो, आपने बस कॉपी पेस्ट करके पीपीटी बना ली है, लेकिन क्या है आपको पता नहीं है कि आपने उसमें क्या डाला. ठीक है. सो ये सब, और ये होगा तब जब आप अपनी वो पीपीटी बनाओगे, उसको 2-3 बार पढ़ोगे, तब आपको पता चल जाएगा कि क्या डिफ़िकल्टी, क्या वर्ड हैं जो आप प्रोनाउंस नहीं कर पा रहे हो, किन वर्ड्स को पढ़ने में आपको डिफ़िकल्टी हो रही है. तो देयर आर ऑलवेज सो मेनी सिनोनिम्स आर अवेलेबल. अगर कुछ डिफ़िकल्ट वर्ड है तो आप उसको रिप्लेस कर दो. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वहाँ जाके आपको फंबल करना है, क्यों अपना प्रेजेंटेशन ख़राब करना है. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम से ध्यान रखना कि 1-2 बार उसको पढ़ लो. आपका जो कंटेंट है उसके बारे में आपको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, वहीं से आपका कॉन्फिडेंस दिखता है कि आपको कितना पता है. ठीक है. सो ये कुछ ऑब्जर्वेशंस थे. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द जजमेंट. द थर्ड पोजीशन goes to Akshita Kadyan. Yeah, and the second position goes to Abhigyan Rawat. And the first position goes to Sanidhya. Congratulations to the winners. You were all good, but next time अगर इन पॉइंट्स को ऐड ऑन कर लोगे, आपको प्रैक्टिस होगी आपके कंटेंट के लिए, तो ये आपके लिए और बेटर रहेगा। इससे आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी बढ़ेगा कि आपको आपके कंटेंट की नॉलेज, आपको यहाँ देखने की या यहाँ देखने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ रही। अब वो सिर्फ जो आपने पीपीटी बनाई है वो ऑडियंस के लिए, वो जो यहाँ बैठे लोग हैं उनके लिए है, और आप खुद से एक्सप्लेन कर पा रहे हो, ठीक है। सो मुझे सानिध्य के में थोड़ा सा अलग लगा, ही वॉज इंटरेक्टिंग विद द ऑडियंस और कुछ यूनिक था उसमें, बट बाकी लोगों के साथ ये वाले इश्यूज थे, सो मच ऑफ टेक्स्ट। तो अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन को टेक्स्ट हैवी मत रखो, एक ही स्लाइड पे बहुत सारा टेक्स्ट नहीं रखो, सो उसको स्प्लिट कर लो, अलग दो स्लाइड्स बना लो, ठीक है। सो इज इट ओके? क्या सर्टिफिकेट्स अभी हैं या बाद में?
Provide the certificates to the participants and the winners. We'll provide the e-certificates soon, right?
Certificates will be provided by the Dean, sir. Now,
Vineet sir would like to present vote of thanks on behalf of IIC.
Alright students, thank you so much for being here. I know it's quite difficult to sit here and listen somebody. It takes a lot of patience to listen somebody, and especially when the person is from your class and from your age, from your course. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I would like to thank Sanyogita ma'am to become the judge for this event. I really appreciate Sanyogita ma'am to accept our proposal to become the judge for this event. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here. On behalf of IIC, IIC is Institutions Innovation Council, which takes care of institutions' different development and growth of students. So, elocution is all about the speech, how you deliver. On the National Science Day, the theme was contribution of Indian scientists. So the most important part when you are delivering your speech, when you are speaking in the class or when you are addressing, it's very important to take care of the listeners as well. You are not the speaker only. You have to take care of the listeners as well. So speak accordingly, and yes, whatever the observation that ma'am observed, she already delivered to you. I would like to thank Unnati to anchor this program on very I would like to thank to all the participants, Abhinav and from BCA students. Thank you so much for being here, beta. And in the last, I will circulate the attendance sheet. Please write down your enrollment number if you know that.
which is most important.
Which is most important, yes. And that will be fruitful to sit here. So I will circulate the attendance sheet. Please sign on that attendance sheet. And to all the participants and listen to it.
Stop talking.
To all the participants and to all the winners, we'll provide you the e-certificates whenever we'll get signed from the authorities. Thank you so much.
And